Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch Raleigh in this one as they go up against Dallas. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Duncan right side. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there, just hammering it.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Cunningham. Raleigh shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from Cunningham.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Tries the spin move. James, no good.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And the shot is good.
And, guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, he's too big, too strong, too skilled.
Now, here's George. His three-pointer is off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Cunningham. Off target from three-point range. Here's Dallas. It's a three-point game. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
LeBron outside, beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Cunningham.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room. That was the difference on that possession.
Now here's Cunningham. It's stolen by Wembanyama. From deep. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Raleigh. In the corner, it's Robinson. And he banks in the layup.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Robinson. Good defense by Wembanyama. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Robinson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Wembanyama. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Duncan. It's hauled in by LeBron. Pass to Doncic. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dallas again missing. To the inside. Good defense by Wembanyama. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Wally on top, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
From deep three-point land. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now here's Duncan. Offensive rebound. Aldridge left side. Cans it from downtown. Aldridge has got the lead up to 7 now for Raleigh.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. He just had to put the ball in his hands.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Raleigh calls timeout. Here is Edwards. In the corner, it's James. Yao up top. To the middle. Here's Davis. James. Wide open. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
And stolen by Tatum. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Howard. The tray. Another 3 for Dallas.
I'll tell you, it's hard to guard Dwight Howard when he's hitting jump shots. You'd love to see him expanding that range.
Fast break, Dallas. Here's Duncan. And a little luck that time, but it drops. It's a tie ball game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end.
Oh!
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Pass to Howard. Spins. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Thompson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards with confidence.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Here's Ball. That shot misses. Great D that time from Green. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
Castellanos. Out to Edwards. From past the arc. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. .43 seconds left in the first half. Raleigh moving the ball around. Picked by Yao. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. 23 seconds left now here in the second. Castellanos. It's Davis on the wing. Stolen by Duncan. Right side Irving. There's the three. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got the lead up to one now for Dallas. Now with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first but misses the second. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so here is Dallas. The three from George. Another three for Dallas.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Pass to Yao. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Dallas on defense. 3-point lead. Here's Doncic. Outside, George. Another three for Dallas.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Doncic with the steal.
Fuck, change my fucking settings, bro. My layups and shit. I ain't felt comfortable playing that. The shot timing, that's why. Put that bitch back on low. Layup time. Now I'm good.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Here's George. And there's the drive. And it's George finishing it off.
A fantastic shooter from deep. George forces defenders out, and then that just opens up the driving lanes for him.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Giannis. The three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here is Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
From deep, Giannis. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The shot by Kirilenko, no good. Here's Simmons. It's George on the wing. Banked in off the glass. George has got his second basket.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Now here's Duncan. There's a screen. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Back to Mutombo. Pass to Simmons. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And perfect timing on that putback slam. Mutombo, such a force on the offensive glass.
Here's Simmons. Now here's Shaq. Back to Simmons. The shot. George, that's a two-pointer. And he drops that one in. He's got 6.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Timeout, timeout.
Raleigh calls timeout.
Start it.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Wall. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
It's stolen by Bogut. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Davis inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Too big, too skilled. Davis in the face of good defense that time.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. And that one, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like once that man gets in there and gets moving, he's going to finish that dunk.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Three-pointer, Bird. And Davis pulls it down. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Points to Davis. And sent back by Bogut. Right wing. Launches a three. And that one released in time, but no good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up 7 after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Here's Wall. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Sometimes Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
And the slam dunk by Spates.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Wall up top. The shot from the low post is good. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
And Wembanyama outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Pass to Bogut. It's stolen by Wall. Here's LeBron. And it's Spates with the rebound. And Wembanyama down low. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Goes up with a stripe. And again, no good by Raleigh.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pass.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside, Davis. A three-pointer, no good. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
All with it. George picks him up. Here's Davis. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. A 3 from Simmons. Holly with the rebound. And stolen by Simmons. Good on the triple. Simmons got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And continuing to work on his jumper. If Simmons can ever take that shot with consistency, I think the whole league will be on notice.
No good from Simmons. Only trails by 11. Screen by James. Outside, Green. James left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Okay, Brown with the big boy moves. Look, he just absorbs the foul, still getting the shot, doesn't even feel it.
Holly making a switch here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. No good from Simmons. And so Green will bring it up for Raleigh. It's a 10-point game. Pass to James. Down low. Duncan outside. Fires from deep. Oh, LeBron from long distance.
I like how fast Bond makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. O'Neal on the wing. And finished off by O'Neal.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. For Raleigh, they converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Raleigh trails by 8. James driving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got the first bucket of the third here for Raleigh.
He is just a bad man when he starts to drive. Once he gets that shoulder by the defender, look, it's over.
Pass to Weber. Back to Duncan. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
And when Mangum-BSM is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Duncan lays it up off the glass.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by Duncan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And you see that mid-motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from behind. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Pass to Shaq. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. And it's Kerlinko with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you see the power, but O'Neal shares it nicely as well.
Puts it up. The shot by Kerlinko, no good. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside for George. Nailed from 3-point land. He's got 9.
And what a smooth 3-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And here is Raleigh now. Trailing here by 8. Duncan high post. Back to Wall. Screen by Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Outside, Wall. There's a screen by Robinson. To the inside. And Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
And here's Simmons for 3. George with no one around. O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Outside Aldridge. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Connects from three-point range. Kirilenko's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The three from Simmons. Stolen by Kirilenko. Robinson with it. Outguarded by Giannis.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Robinson hits them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay for the line.
A nice shot by Bird.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave something in his wake. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They're up by... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The visitors with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the left wing. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Edwards.
A big, nimble guy out there. Bogut always been a terrific team defender.
Wembanyama using those long strides in transition.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break. Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. This one for three. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy who would leave open.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Larry Bird.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Simmons. A kick out to O'Neal. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And here's Wall outside. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Pass to Simmons. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Wall. It's blocked by Shaq. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And not many 6'10 players have the handles that Simmons has.
Tipped away. It's the Wall. Davis sets a screen. Wall attacks it. It's sent back down by Simmons. Here's Antetokounmpo. And here is Mutombo. O'Neal on the wing. Now here's Simmons. Rocket 6. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Grant Hill. Only trails by 8. As it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
Raleigh making a switch here. Outside, Wall. No good from outside. Got a piece of it. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Simmons missing again.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Simmons with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Simmons. Puts up a deep 3. Raleigh with the rebound. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And then Simmons slams it in.
And this is Simmons at his best. When this kid is attacking the rim, he is tough to contain.
And here's Wall outside. George with the defensive effort. Puts up a deep 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. Richard Jefferson.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
Here we go.
And Raleigh with possession here. Pass to Davis. Counted.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Here's Hibbert. And here's Smith. It's intercepted. And they're on the run. Aldridge down low. A rebound by Hibbert. Pass to Smith. It's stolen away. And Davis slams it in.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Here's Murray. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Pass to Davis. Here's Kirilenko. Ooh, poked away. Outside for Davis. And there's the screen. Floats one. Kirilenko, no good. Smith with it. Pass to Murray. Davis, a screen. Murray, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Murray, following the score by Raleigh. Pass to Smith. Let's go with a three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
Here's Green. A nice shot by Duncan.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
To the paint. Here's Davis. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Post Green. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Smith. Outside for Davis. No good from the wing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Duncan. Davis a screen. And Raleigh hits again from deep.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Here's Duncan, and there's the drive. Rebound by Albuquerque. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Outside Kirilenko. To the inside. Walton with the steal. Here's Collins. Right side, George. Pippen with the wide open left. The shot's good on the assist by George. Pippen's got the game going with his first points of the game for Albuquerque. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Bill Walton.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And now Raleigh. Fast break. Davis gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now, here's George. Down low. Shot clock at 3. Outside for Davis. It's Pippen on the wing. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. For the 3. Raleigh with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now, here's Aldridge. Outside for Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Pass to Walton. Davis with it. Picked up by Davis. Collins. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Here's Kirilenko. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Davis. It's stolen by Green. And now Raleigh. Fast break. Here's Duncan. And it's rebounded by Bill Walton.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Outside for Pippen. Five on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Duncan outside. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Outside Pippen to the paint. Walton inside. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, It is intimidating.
It's good.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
George looking around. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Volley on top. They're up by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Left side, Davis. And the rejection by Stoudemire. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Collins, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, Davis. Duncan surveying the D. Outside Aldridge. On the clock. Duncan, a screen. It's deflected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Raleigh calls timeout.
Start it.
Here's Collins. Six to shoot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Raleigh with a rebound. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now inside. The kick out to Hill. Hands it from downtown. Hill's got the lead up to 6 now for Raleigh.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball, because that really will help his confidence.
Here's Collins. Albuquerque again can't hit it. To the paint. James crowbars it in.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Back to Bird. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. And here we go. Coming in, heading to the hoop. Now inside. That one's in. His first shot this game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Raleigh.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Here's Cunningham, following the basket by Larry Bird. To the inside. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. He knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Jefferson, that's for 2. Misses off the right iron.
What's the roll?
Edwards looking it over. Pesty out. Wing by James. Buries it down low.
This is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
Here's Collins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Raleigh leading by 10. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Down low, James. Strong inside. What a move by James.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Pass to Pippen. Got it up. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Albuquerque trails by 10. Green inside. Pass to Walton. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Hill. And now Raleigh. Fast break. Misses the three. Outside, George. Here's Collins. He's guarded by Hill. It's up a three. Shot by Collins, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Clock at 6. The kick out to Cunningham. For three, Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Albuquerque trails by 13. Here's Pippen. Rebound by Yao. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Pass to Yao. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. And Albuquerque with the possession. Outside Pippen.
Right there.
Walton inside. Pass to Reed. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Raleigh leading by 13. The kick out to Hill. Green by James. And LeBron throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Pippen outside. .146 left in the third quarter. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Get there, get there. Set it up.
Now Hill. Raleigh moving the ball around. James, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Pippen. Pass to Reed. It's stolen by Cunningham. And he drives in. Oh, that's blocked.
Look at the bull. Look at the slow animation.
Albuquerque trails by 15. Pippen feeling it out a bit. The shot's good from Collins.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And play stops. Whistle on that. Looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Collins. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got 5 points so far.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Raleigh leading by 11. Screen by James. To Cunningham. And again, no good by Raleigh.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Stoudemire wide open. Off target from outside. From outside the arc. And Cade Cunningham good for 3. And Raleigh leads by 14.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Pippen. So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes both from the line. Kicks it out to James. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. He's got 9. And so it's Raleigh. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now here's James. There's a screen by Robinson. The kick out to Hill. James outside. To the middle. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here we go. Albuquerque fast break. It's stolen by Hill. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Stoudemire.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And he sinks the second. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Albuquerque. They trail by 16. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you got to be careful guarding Stoudemire because he is clever at drawing fouls.
That one misses. Raleigh leading by 15. Here's James. And that one is off. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's George. Hill with some nice D. And here is Raleigh now. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And George, here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
Pass to Hill. On the wing, James. Launches it. Rebound by Albuquerque. And now to the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has an update for us on Anthony Edwards. What's the news there, Dave?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Raleigh, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Well, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
The shot's good from Collins.
continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Albuquerque.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
Pass to Walton. Outside for George. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's just a 4-point Raleigh lead.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Written by Jamie. Can they get it? Just 5 on the clock. James with it. Picked up by Davis. Stolen by Pippen. And Davis gets it to go. Now just a 2-point Raleigh lead.
Stepping up, Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
Raleigh calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for Raleigh. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Raleigh's coach going over the plan during the break. Now it's a close one, so coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Collins. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you know they wanted that one to go in.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged.
Davis looking for an opening. Here's to get off a shot. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Davis.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time. Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the club.
Raleigh calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now inside. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Buries the triple.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Albuquerque.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a three. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot three if they hope to tie it.
This will tie it. And so it's Raleigh winning this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came
I had to switch to my clutch controller.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines.
Here we go.
So Boston wins the tip. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Miller. Now here's Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
It's Davis on the wing. The shot will not fall. Avdia with a defensive effort. Pass to Turner. Back to Hibbert. Outside Dang. Hibbert with the screen. For three. Dang can't get it to go. Here's Raleigh now. Here's Green. Covered by Hibbert. And Davis can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And the basket by Kirilenko.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Avdia can't hit. It's over. Oh, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And this is the pass you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
That free throw good from Avdia. Here's Green. Here's Yao. Another shot. The rebound by Turner. Miller outside. The tray. Miller with the rebound. Down low. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's Miller. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Now here's Aldridge. Screen by Duncan. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Miller, that's for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And guys, it's just so difficult to stop Yao. His size and strength let him go right through that contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's Avdia. Here's Hibbert. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Now, here's Avdia. Outside Dang. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Outside turn. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Boston on top, leading by just one. And we'll get things. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter.
And
what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
For Raleigh, they made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Nasty out. Knocked away. Beasley with the steal. There's the three. Drills it from outside. Beasley's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
Here's Green. Bangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Green's got his first points in this one. Here's Spates. There's the drive. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Raleigh calls timeout. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Driving to the basket. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Raja off the mark there with the three-point shot. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The kick out to LeBron. With some arc. James absorbing hits on the drive.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Yeah, and how about that beautiful two-way play from Cunningham, turning defense into offense.
Beasley for three. No good that time either. Raleigh leading by 4. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Outside Edwards. Back to Davis. Shoots it. Davis doing his thing inside.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
And there's the call on Young. That's his first foul. Boston trails by 5. Pogue it down low. A shot by Space. Nobody around. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Yao in the post. Cunningham with it. Robinson down low. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Robinson.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Passed away. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple. And here is LeBron. Davis sets a screen. Misses the jumper.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raleigh leads by only 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Cunningham. Driving in. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
That one drops for him. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done offensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Raleigh shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Cunningham's got 8.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
No, watch it.
Outside Dang. Shoots over James. Dang can't get it to go.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Dang with the bucket.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Rollins. The lead is 2.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Here's LeBron. Got a piece of it.
Get there.
High post, Davis. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge.
Play finish!
Oh, my. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Pass to Hibbert. The kick out to Dang. Shot clock at 5. Back to Hibbert. Holly with the rebound. James with it. He's picked up by Dang. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
I just don't know how you even slow down LeBron. Once he gets momentum on the bounce, it's over.
Holly making a switch here. And James drills them both. Boston trails by 5. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Avdia's got 5.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better.
And finished off by Edwards.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
Here's Avdia. It's tipped and stolen by Miller. Outside Dang. Fires the 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And how about the hustle from Robinson, making it his mission to beat everyone down the floor?
Pass to Hibbert. Here's Avdia. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The kick out to Dan. Pass to Avdia. Hibbert with the screen. Miller with a wide open look. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Holly on top, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Boston trails by 4. Bogut high post. The kick out to Spates. Into the lane. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
And just stellar court vision by Bogut. Sees the defense is unbalanced and then finds the open man.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Raleigh.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition. And they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
I love watching Robinson work in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Raleigh. Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Green. And it's blocked. Here's Raja. They now take the lead. And Boston leads by 1. An important part of every team's game. And we'll look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
The drive by Bogut. Pass to Wang. Kicks it out to Beasley. Bogut with a clean look. Good on the three-point shot. Bogut's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. Trailing by 2. That one goes in.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Here's Boston now. Here's Bogut. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bogut's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, He's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in those moments.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you can feel the adrenaline Aldridge has going through him, fired up in a big moment.
Here's Raja. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Space. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Here's Raleigh now. Picked by Yao. Right through the knee for the layup.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And pushing it up. There's Boston. And 101 left in the fourth quarter. There's Rosette. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Raleigh calls timeout. Now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Raleigh's coach going over the plan during the break. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David. Gets the first, and that gives them the lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat. Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies shot.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Well, shot off that time. Great D that time from Hibbert. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Avdia. Yes!
And they do have a foul to give.
And here's Wall outside. Wall with another miss. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Avdia. Gets the bucket. So we see Boston get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. On the wing, Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
The three from Davis. And it's Wall with the ball for Raleigh. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Connects from three-point range.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
Here's Duncan. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. In the corner, Tatum with it. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
Davis with it. He's picked up by Wall. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. There's the drive. Pass to Robertson. Lock at 6. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off it. He was all alone on that one.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Raleigh now. It's a 5-point game. Now Wall. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Tatum. Right side Artest. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Artest. Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. A fader. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
And again, no good by Raleigh.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Davis. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
A difficult shot for some bigs, but Eddie making it look easy.
Inside. Outside, Wall. Embiid the screen. And he banks in the layup.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Albuquerque leading by 5. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Outside Tatum. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Tatum no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Count the basket.
Perfect read from Aldridge there. Very willing to share it with his guys and getting them going.
Robertson right side. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action.
Yo.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong.
Yo.
They've taken the early lead here. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Back the wall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Outside our test. Tatum on the wing. Right at the free throw line. Lands soft on the front of the ring. Tatum's got 7 points.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Deflects the pass.
I'm really playing around with him.
Here's Duncan. Duncan, a screen. On the wing, Duncan. Count that bucket.
Duncan with that innate ability to shoot the basketball.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. To the inside. Here's Davis. Up top, Tatum. He has 7. Not happening that time. His second miss and 5 shots. Outside, Wall. 1:57 left to play in the second quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there. And one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky, but deadly outside shooter.
And it's set back by Aldridge. The kick out to Wall. Embiid the screen. Out to the right wing. We've got 123 left in the first half. 4 on the shot clock. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And Benyama inside. To end the line. Green with the block. And he gets it back. Back to Reed. Stolen by Green. Pass to Edwards. Edwards drives in to cap off the break.
Well, you love to watch Draymond Green work on the defensive end. His activity seems to create opportunities for his teammates.
Oh, here's Edwards. Edwards with the block. As it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here. Just under 3.5 minutes away here in the second quarter. Pass to Young. They get a hit on it. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Green with the ball. Now here is Young. Defended by Wembanyama. And a wide open shot from Green. Cans it from downtown. And it's a 7-point Raleigh lead.
We're accustomed to seeing Draymond Green make the pass, but how about that catch-and-shoot delivery? Nice.
The three from George. Unable to get that one.
They just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's Raleigh bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you can join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up. That one on Davis.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Raleigh lead by 6. Now inside, and the basket is good.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. No one can match up against him, and simply lost in these inside shots.
Reed misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping from him, they should have done more on that last play.
And so here's Albuquerque. Murray right side. Pass to Reed. To the paint.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Outside Green. Back to Davis. Davis using his size.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Pass to Reed. Goes over the strike. It's Edwards on the wing. He's looking for Mangum-BSM. And to the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it left. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Gets the three-pointer fall. Raleigh leading by 1 point. You hear most people on the call. Anthony Edwards, one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100%. The skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond together, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
It's George on the wing. Outside Edwards. Good ball over here by Albuquerque. And the assist goes to Murray. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
To the left side lane. Back to Yao. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Out to Edwards. In the corner, George with it. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Edwards. outside for George. For the lead. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
He almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the arc, Holly with the rebound.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Reed with the steal. Murray outside. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Albuquerque. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Holly trails by 4. Picked by Young. The try from Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, Draymond Green has the ability to put the ball on the deck. With the size and speed combined, look out.
And here's the fast break. Davis on the way.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Ball surveying the defense. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Tell y'all, man.
Fourth quarter basketball. We're about a minute into it. Count that one.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Wembanyama with it. And here's Edwards from outside the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Picked by Young. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through. So they take the lead. Yow's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Edwards with another miss. Here's Raleigh now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Raleigh.
Man, bullshit. Damn, come on now. Yo.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Pass to Artest. Shot clock at 6.
Yo, all that.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Moving the ball around. Top by Aldridge.
And you can feel the adrenaline Aldridge has going through him. Fired up in a big moment.
Kicks it out to Robertson.
Telling you, boy, these blues is hard, boy. These colors, man.
So much riding on that shot.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Wall with the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Took it aggressively, right at the defense, and it plays off. Wall making it happen as usual.
And so he drops them both. It's a two-point ball game.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 points. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Down low. And here's Robertson outside. Misses the tray.
He would have won this.
That's right. No other option but to foul for some misses.
Gets the first, makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
He's old.
It's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. 9 seconds left in the game. What do you think coach's focus is going to be here?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
George from deep three-point land. Albuquerque again
Dummy.
can't hit it. From deep three-point land. No good there. And so it's Raleigh winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can.
Yo. Some energy in my stomach. In a 398. Something in my stomach, y'all. Got one more time, y'all. I ain't talked to a bitch. I ain't mad at you. I ain't worried about
He did some fake shit, but I still care about shit. I be on my ready to talk it out. I already know people me. Oh man. Hello?
Hello, Jerome. This is Patrick. You run Indeed and you applied with us for our truck driver entry position.
MyTeam, man. How you playing the part jump?